It's hard to find love when you lit.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Love, and tonight I'm in the living room with
iNFY.
I mean,
iNFY. You know the vibes.
What that mean? What do you mean by that?
I hate that voice for you.
Yeah, I do too.
Well,
but it's okay.
I don't know. You know that I used to be in music. iNFY was an abbreviation for infamy. So when I started my journey in music, that was my stage name, iNFY, and I abbreviated it because it was cool. So then I just stuck to iNFY.
That's cool because I abbreviated Love too. So like, Love is normally spelled Love. You know what I'm saying? But
what you call it?
LV.
Right there.
Hold up. No funny shit.
Cause I don't like that.
Pull the mic. Yeah.
Towards me.
Yeah, right there.
That's cool. All right.
Yeah, but I abbreviated Love and shit too. So you know what I'm saying? I get where it comes from, but why was you infamous? For what?
Oh, that's a little deep.
Pause.
I
Yeah.
don't want to have to do that every time. I'm gonna slip.
I don't even think you got to do that because I mean you gay, so
very gay.
Yeah.
Infamy, honestly, like at the time, I felt like motherfuckers had an infamy. You know what I'm saying? Like I was infamous. You know what I'm saying? In the small podunk town that I came from.
Small what?
Podunk. I don't know if that's really a word.
Some country
but,
ass shit.
You know what I'm saying? Relax. But infamy, being infamous, I felt like because I was living my truth and being who I was infamous. And I just turned into infamy, and that's how I came. You know what I'm saying? Oh, pause.
I mean, if you came, you came. It's okay. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But you know, I kind of got to dig in your business over here.
Yeah, I don't know. How you gonna do that?
But, it's all in love.
I hope so. I hope so.
I hope so.
Like my boy Kodak said, I hope so.
Hope so.
All right. I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to be real with you.
We call this shit love in the living room because a lot of times we just talk about love, you know what I'm saying? And you being, I don't know, is she the first member of the community?
Really? I'm the first?
I think so.
We've had Vicarious, but
yeah, I don't.
I'm
you know
the
them.
first.
You know the mixy motherfuckers that ain't mixy.
Mixy.
As soon as it's time to mix
Hold
it up,
wait. Because you streaming this, not even because of how I support my community. Mixy is okay. I'm
as long as you're willing to mix it up.
Is a preference, and you could be mixy, but that's not my preference.
What's that letter?
L.
No, not your letter. The letter for the mixy motherfuckers. Do we need to put an M in there?
B.
Oh.
it's not in the L. It is.
B.
LGB.
B. Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, it's the Q, the queer. Right?
That too.
Right.
Maybe.
All right,
you
bet.
know what I'm saying?
So you can be multiple letters.
You can actually.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't at all.
They can.
Yeah, they them.
And I'm not.
I see what you're doing.
I'm not here to discriminate. Hold up.
Yeah, I see what you're doing here.
I'm not. I don't want to be that. I am actually the wrong person to be the spokesperson. Because hey, I will say some shit that maybe everyone doesn't align with, but that's just
I mean,
my perception. But I'm glad that I'm the first person to be fully in the community.
Yeah, you got a letter.
I got a big letter.
All right. I'm fucking right.
Whatever size you need.
But now,
it don't matter.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? If I bought
on sale
it,
is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like no funny shit, all funny shit.
Yeah.
If you give her a half price jump, like if you got your joint on sale, and like, never mind.
Nah, go ahead. I want to follow. I want to see that one through.
No, you got to see it through, my boy.
Got to see it through, my boy.
I just feel like, never mind.
All right. See?
know.
Yeah.
No, see, this is the thing.
What?
I would consider like my half price jump pause is like when I'm like heavy but not hard pause.
Yo,
So
you have to elaborate a little bit on that.
See, you don't have to go through those issues.
Half price. What?
Dick.
Oh, okay.
Boy.
Yeah, I always pay full price for mine.
Oh, okay. I mean,
they never really go on
don't.
sale.
I was about to say, don't act like if you caught one on sale on clearance.
They never really go on sale. I'm just being honest with you. They never really go on sale. I haven't caught one on sale. It's always been full price. One. And if I purchase it, then you're getting the full thing.
That's a refurbished one?
Yeah, nah, that's brand new. You can't refurbish that, bro. You can't refurbish that. Don't make me start asking questions over there on that other side.
See, no, they're not in the living room.
Okay.
They're kind of like in a dining room or something. But no, dealing with like same-sex love, right? I know how difficult my situation is with women be. Mm-hmm. You as a woman dealing with women, how complicated do those love situations be?
Ultimately, like, and this is no disrespect to the men in the room, right? Ultimately, my perception is that I feel that people are people. And honestly, it's like character types dealing with character types. Long story short, it's no difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas act more like bitches these days. Like Drake said. Sometimes you get the but the nigga be spitting sometimes.
No, I
know where we are with him,
but
the nigga be spitting.
No, we're not there with him.
All of that to say,
I fuck with Drake.
It doesn't matter male,
I need
female.
that stimulus package, cuz. Pause.
It doesn't matter sometimes male, female. It's about character types. So for me,
like style makes fights type shit.
Nah, bro.
Like, that's what you said. The character types, like regardless of. Never mind. Go ahead.
For me, a woman dealing with another woman, these bitches crazy. You know what I'm saying? It gets intense. It gets toxic.
Because y'all can beat each other up and shit.
No, we can't.
Wait, so let me ask you a question.
Nah, we don't beat each other up.
You say like these bitches crazy. Is there?
I don't think there's a difference from how I experience them versus how.
No. I'm not saying.
You relate to the reasons why they.
Yes, definitely.
Crazy
Yeah.
they go crazy.
Yes. Because there is feminine and there's masculine, right? I was born a female. I identify as a female. I know I joke a lot with y'all, whatever, but I know that I'm a female and I don't want to be anything other than what the universe made me. But yes, I can relate sometimes more with the feminine because I was born a female. But if you ask, my buddies, they say, yo, you such a nigga. Because I am mass present. I've always been mass presenting. So it's the same way for you. You know what I'm saying? That it is for me.
No, it's not.
I wasn't born with the tools.
Yeah, I was.
That's cool. I cannot purchase them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hell fucking yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yes, to an extent, yes.
I mean, no funny
to an
shit.
extent. I can't replace a man, and I'm not here to do that. But
no funny shit. But we can buy dicks too.
Hell fucking yeah. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you into, they are on sale.
I just thought. I thought you said they're not on sale.
You know what I'm saying? But
I thought you said they don't be on sale.
I'm talking. They're for sale. I'm sorry. Okay. They're for sale. Yes, you can.
How much them Jones cost? Pause.
Nah.
Nah, the reason I'm asking is because.
Do your research.
Nah. The reason I'm asking is because I'm about to put my dick in there. and see. and see, like, how much they'll pay for some love dick.
Honestly, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you though.
I've been asking.
Them niggas is smart. Them niggas is getting molds of their
I've been asking.
penis. Them niggas been.
You wanna talk about it, bro?
Wait, hold up. Niggas been getting molds of their penis and selling it. So I actually encourage you. You know what I'm saying? If you got the thriller.
Yeah, see,
You
the
feel
thing
me?
about it was I was in a long distance relationship one time, and I was like, I think it'll be very like, it'll be some like sentimental, like nice shit to
You know how
mold
you know
my dick
how
and send
like
it to
these
you.
motherfuckers be online, like on TikTok and shit, like, hey, date night with me and babe, we're gonna make candles, and
Hold on for a second. I know that they can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, but they don't want to hear that shit.
I don't even know what he said. Date night with me and babe, we're gonna make candles, we're gonna make perfume. Let's go make dick molds.
Let's you not say that.
We can't say that on your show.
Yeah, let you not say that.
But
like,
that's what you were saying, though.
Yeah, I mean-
I don't want to go make the dick mold.
yeah,
I have my options, but I'm saying, like, yes, that's an industry.
The fact that you
Explore
say
it.
you got options, never mind.
Well, I feel like you really trying to, like, you know what I'm saying?
look, I'm having a real conversation.
Uh-huh.
How much they selling them dicks for? Because I think
What's the spot out here?
I don't know.
You don't know the spot?
No.
Okay. Whatever the spot is, the spot that I be seeing, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the spot is,
What spot?
we can go. Actually, the one across from Gino's Pizza.
It's one up.
Yeah, the one across from Gino's Pizza. If you are seriously interested in prices, we can go,
You
and
could
I'll
just-
show you. I'll show you what it's like.
You could. Come on.
All right.
Come on,
And
son.
what
You don't have to
we
say it
talking
like that. I'm just saying, like, look.
I'm just saying, what we
I
talking
just,
about?
I just want to sell my
Yeah.
dick, like, you know,
can-
without selling my dick.
And what I'm telling you, and what I'm generalizing is, you can
Oh, this
you
sounds
can make a
crazy.
no, listen, you can make a pretty penny. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to make no pennies.
All right. Well, you just said I'm talking about selling my dick.
Yeah.
You can make a pretty penny.
This
That's
is
all I'm
not
saying.
a penny dick.
I ain't. Pause. I don't want to dive deeper. Into
This is
that.
this is an experience. This is love
It's
dick.
an experience,
This is love dick.
bro.
Regular pretty city. This is not pretty.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? It's what I'm saying is the overarching message that I'm sending here is
I could sell my dick.
you can sell it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but I'm not trying to sell the real thing. You know, like
You
just
can
trying
sell.
to. I just want like people to be like,
You can sell the lambskin.
so
It's cool.
I don't. All right, this is about to sound crazy, but I don't want you to. You know what I'm saying? But I want
Oh, God.
when you say you got options, I want the option to be like, you want this love dick, or you know what I'm saying?
I would never buy a mold of your penis, bro.
You wouldn't know.
I don't care. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I would never.
I'm just saying. I mean, I know you would never intend. I hope you would never. That's weird. That would be gay.
I would never. Yeah.
That would
I
be gay.
Never.
Hold on, wait.
But you got somebody else's dick in your closet.
I can't. Well, hold it. Wait.
It's a mold of somebody's
No,
dick.
wait.
I have a question for you.
What's up?
Go ahead.
It's not a specific because hold up.
You got.
Wait,
some-
hold on, wait. While there are people in the industry that do produce molds, I've never gone out and
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
You know what I'm saying?
just because the nigga don't put his face on the box, pause. That's crazy. Never mind.
we can't just
getting
it can't just be
crazy in here.
measurements and it can't just be measurements and right like what you know what I'm saying. It can't just be measurements and hey, this is the type of experience we want to. It has to be a particular mold. No,
What I'm saying is, give me a name.
Doc Johnson.
Doc Johnson.
Hey, and that's real life. I'm in it for real.
So boom. So Johnson makes a mold of his Johnson and just puts it in a regular red
it don't
box.
always have to be that though, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. He puts his regular joint in a red box. He don't say this is Johnson's Johnson. He might call it Johnson and Johnson's, but he might not.
End
You know
of
what
the
I'm saying?
story. What's the end question?
You buying it based
I'm
on
fucking her with it.
exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want my dick to be.
Yeah.
I'm fucking her with it.
I'm fucking.
No, we making love.
If I liked it,
Yeah.
if we both come to a mutual agreement on it, that's it. That's what you
we
want.
making.
I'm picking it out.
I want
have
my
options.
dick to be there for the making love option. So don't go buy my dick. Don't.
Whenever hey, listen. Whenever I discover that you have inserted yourself into the industry, pause. Whenever I discover that you've done that, I will.
What is that?
I will avoid it.
What industry?
You said you if you decide to place yourself in that industry, I'm not going for what you've produced.
So you don't want to love?
You don't want to make love to these women?
Not that way.
And make love good. That's
I
going to be the
have
slogan.
options.
And
Not
make
that
love good.
Yeah.
Ah!
Not that way. I have options.
Oh, nah. But, nah. I mean, I'm playing. But I'm not really playing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, if I had it, I would.
I'm telling you like this.
If
like, What if
I could produce a mold,
when the fuck did you start stuttering? Why the
I
fuck do people
would.
get on this and stutter?
I come from a history of stuttering, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Check
But
the
if
records.
my
To the stutter community.
if my dick can go platinum,
It should.
that's
I
what I'm
encourage
talking
it.
about.
I love it for you.
Yeah, me too. We gotta look into that.
This is not love though. I feel like this is just. Can I do that?
That's what?
No, this is love. You got to
This is
play
love?
slow. It's gonna come with the CD.
A CD
Of love
You
making
said it's
music.
gonna come with a CD. Oh, that's wild.
Put you back in the
Freaky ass
90s.
69. God, you know what I'm saying? Cars don't even
Take you
come
back
with
in the-
CD players no more.
We not fucking. I mean, we're not making love in a car.
Ooh.
We lighting candles.
So you trying to hit
This-
aunties.
This my dick come with candles and all types of romantic shit.
That
We
sound
making
too
love.
sexy, nigga.
Yeah,
No.
it's love.
That's what you trying to
That's what the
what
fuck
we
we need to
getting
get back to.
Really?
Yes. Keep fucking people in cars and random. I mean, that should be fun though.
Ah.
Are you trying to date her?
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Leo. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
August 1st.
That's my dad's birthday.
Forget the year. It doesn't matter. Whatever a year I appear to be, that's what I am.
That's what all old niggas say.
But that's how you get 'em.
All the old niggas that look young.
You know, that's how you get them. You know what I'm saying? When motherfucker be like, how old are you? And nigga be like, how old you think I am? That's an old nigga. You feel me?
That's also a thieving ass nigga. Get my lighter back.
Cause you know I keep it.
Mm.
I feel like for all the dead homies, I need to tuck that one. And it's red. All right, move on. Go.
Now give me my goddamn lighter.
I just want you to know I pulled this from my titty to give it to you.
It's okay.
All right.
Never mind. So
I actually might need that back.
you yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this.
For as long as you can.
You used to make music. What type of music you used to make?
When I was recording, it was it started off as like hip hop, really like aggressive. I don't want to say aggressive, but like rap. I was rapping. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the rap hoes.
You know what? When I drop this interview,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop the song. You can't even help me write.
It's always funny.
Yeah,
It's
it
always,
is.
you want to tell why it's funny?
I want to hear why it's funny. I didn't know you did music.
A lot of people don't know. If you know, you know. Songwriter. I was a songwriter, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you asked me to like come sit in on a session, I just wasn't there anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And I wasn't in that mode. And so it turned into me just kind of sitting back and like, if I don't feel, I'm not going to force music. I don't believe in forcing a session or forcing a song.
me either.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm not in it, I'm going to just sit back and observe. I'm always a student. So that particular session with you and I, it wasn't on me. You know what I'm saying? But since then, yeah.
So basically, what happened was I invited iNFY to a writing session. I was like, "Yeah, we could put together a record together, this and that, da da da." And then I wrote the whole song, and she sat there and watched.
It wasn't on me, bro.
No, she.
Why would I contribute trash to your music?
You wouldn't contribute trash.
Exactly.
If you did, I would be like, "That's trash. Let's do this."
You know what I'm saying?
But,
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, but no, your vibe, your energy contributed to the energy on the record because it was kind of aggressive.
You know.
It's baby, I know that I fucked up. Could you forgive me? And I know that you, but I know you hit me, and I know that you mad at me. Yeah.
Yeah. It was only the vibes, bro. It was only vibes. It was only vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you back? You back?
Hmm?
Yeah, you heard what the fuck I said.
You said since then.
I'm writing. If you know the creative process, you know, like, I've been in the industry, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen the industry for what it's worth, and I've lost inspiration. And then there are, like, spurts where it's like, yeah, I'm not back, no, but I'll always love music, you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Yeah. As you should.
Yeah, as I should. I don't want to get back to the.
My mama gonna see me on a platform smoking cigars. Lord Jesus, I love you. It's her birthday. I love you. I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, mama. I love you too, baby.
You
I do love your mama.
don't say that shit.
I can't love your mama.
I don't want to get into particulars.
But speaking of love, right? Again, you in love now?
I am. I'll always be in love, bro. I'll always be in love.
With?
I'll always be in love.
With?
I'll always be in love.
With?
With love.
No. That sounds.
I'll always be in love with love.
That sounds crazy.
No, it don't sound crazy.
Not me, y'all.
Nah.
Not
I'm
me.
a hopeless romantic. You know what I'm saying? Regardless to, like, exterior, I'll always be in love with love. Eventually, I want to settle down and love someone. I'll always be in love with love.
I hate that.
Why?
I hate the term settle down because it's a double negative.
I know you niggas don't like settle. That make you antsy and jumpy, but at some point, let's see if we can find a more positive word. At some point, I would like to join someone and experience life with that person.
At some point, I would. Never mind. Yeesh. But no. What's the, in your opinion, what is the construct? Where's love at? Not necessarily for you, but in this new society, right? Where is love at in terms of on the priority list? In your opinion,
It's maybe third.
What's before it?
Me.
Self what?
Self-awareness. Like,
Self-awareness comes before self-love?
No. Not self-love. Before love. Self-love comes before self-love.
All right, let me just ask you what I was fucking asking.
All right.
Why is love not at the forefront anymore?
For me, because I feel like you have to really, you know what? All of the cliches are true. As much as, like, we like to dumb them down and water them down, all of the cliches are true. If you don't love yourself, you cannot love anyone else. So self-love is before loving someone in a partnership. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I wholeheartedly believe in. Pouring into myself, loving myself, appreciating who I am, that's before anything.
Me too. But I don't know. I be loving everybody.
Yeah.
Mind your business. I wasn't talking about like that.
Mm-hmm.
What?
But I just know you got a lot of love to give. Who said that? I got a lot of love to give. Who was that? What movie was that?
I don't know. What movie was that?
I don't know. You the movie buff.
I am.
What movie was it?
I don't know.
I got a lot of love to give.
I don't know, but it sound like a fat nigga. But you know, we talk about on this show. We talk about music, right? Mm-hmm. So you said Snow. Mm-hmm. You know, you love Snow.
I do love
and Snow. So do
I.
Hold
up. Let me first. Let me like prerequisite. I don't have a favorite. I am a lover of. I can't really connect to a lot of rap music nowadays. So I'm a lover of. I'm really heavy in my R&B. I'm a certified lover boy. Sometimes on some days, girl, I have options. But
I'm not gonna challenge your options.
Don't challenge it. Not right now. But yes, like I love R&B. I love love. I love the idea of love. So
I think that Snow is like one of. I think that she would be considered like one of the people, or I think that she would be considered like the. She's so fucking vibey. I think that she would be considered like the Sade of this generation.
Nah.
I think so.
Really?
And she looked like her a little bit.
I'm too. I can't challenge you on that one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As you said it in my mind, okay. I'm too hasty to say that Snow Allegra is the new Sade of today. Just because I know how niggas get about they Sade, same way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say that. But I would say Snow has that essence of R&B music that I'm attached to. When you go back to like 80s, 90s, like when niggas was really like Keith sweating on the track, you know, crying on the track.
Yeah, I be doing that shit.
For the vagine. You know what I'm saying?
I be crying and shit for love.
The vagine.
No, I love the vagine.
Or for love. Yeah.
But
for the love of the vagine. To me, like
the love of the woman. Fuck. This is why. Yeah. This is why love is not at the forefront of anything anymore, because everything is for the love of the vagine or the love of the other thing that I'm gonna.
Okay,
sell.
We can go down a rabbit hole here, my nigga. Like we can talk. We can. Do you want me to go down a rabbit hole? Okay. So you love that woman. Okay. You love that woman because she makes you feel a way you never felt before. She counters your personality. You love her personality. You love characteristic traits. But you really love that woman for the vagine.
That's not true, because I fell in love.
You could be with that woman if she have no vagine. If she was a vagine-less for whatever reason.
That would make her not a woman.
No.
Yes, it would.
If the pussy didn't operate for whatever reason,
that's
would you still be with her?
She still got a mouth. do her mouth work?
The South. A mouth for the South. Besides from sexual or physical attributes, would you love her if you couldn't fuck her?
Yeah, I've fallen in love before. I've had sex before.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that's the majority, though.
I think that a lot of people are falling in love with the wrong shit and calling it love for real when it's not. It's just
that's true.
You wanting
I believe that.
to get that vagine or that mouth.
Yeah.
The mouth. God damn.
Okay.
I think that that's a part of the reason sex has been pushed so far to the forefront that love comes second in that regard. Like it's
Okay.
all right.
I can get with you on that. I can get with you on that.
And don't get me wrong, I still don't really subscribe to the no sex before marriage type of situation, because I think that sexual chemistry is very important in the union of people.
Agreed.
But I don't think that should be. It shouldn't be the main or primary.
Which is the point to what I said back 80s, early 90s. You know what I'm saying? R&B music, where niggas was like, in my opinion, really talking about love, or like okay with being in love, or the idea of just being in love. I think right now, where we are right now, the majority is just is off of a physical connection or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely off of a physical connection.
Based on the music, based on the reflection of physical attraction, based on the music.
Let me ask this about the music back then. A lot of the music back then, even though the subject matter was of the heart and the feelings, who's to say that those feelings didn't grow from the beginning stages? And I say that because the beginning stages, you are going to physically attract someone. You wouldn't even introduce yourself to them to a certain manner and grow to a certain stage.
I can't say. I can't 100% speak on that because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But what I hear,
there has to be a physical attraction before.
What I hear now is more about just like, in my opinion, it's all subjective, bro. In my opinion, what I hear now is more about physical attributes of a woman, or monetary attributes of a woman versus love
of a man,
or a man. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like the monetary situation is normally from the woman's standpoint.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to go there. But
don't slight the sugar mamas, because they out here taking care. Taking care. You feel me?
Yeah, but the problem is when the mamas want some sugar.
Yeah. And
I ain't got no sugar in my tank.
It's both. It's on both. You don't have to have sugar in your tank. It's on both sides. You don't want to get a sugar. You just want the good that come with it. But the point is, in my opinion, the music then versus now spoke more of love.
Real love.
I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. And it's not just like pussy, titties, BBLs, although we appreciate them. Shout out to y'all. It was genuine love. You know what I'm saying?
And that's my point. I think that right now, love is so predicated, or not predicated, but dependent upon another thing. Like, we're not really connecting as people anymore. Which brings me to the record. I want you around. Like, I want you around. Like, I just want you around. Like, I don't necessarily. It's not like, oh yeah. In this song, can you pull up the lyrics, bro? In this song.
I got the lyrics for you. You know what I'm saying? Put me on the record.
I tried.
I would never.
I tried.
Nah.
It's not that I don't want you here.
For anything. I don't want you here because I want this from you. I want that from you. I want you here because I just enjoy your presence. I enjoy experiencing you. I feel that's where we fall short a lot of times. We just don't appreciate enjoying someone's experience. And we also feel entitled to certain things from a person instead of just enjoying their experience. Sometimes life is not about what you get back, but just what did you learn from this experience?
In the song, she's not speaking from any space of. She's not speaking from anything that's describing this person by attribute.
Right.
She's like, I want you around. So the lyrics read, it's not that I don't want you here. It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I don't make things clear. I fall for you every time I try to resist you. I fall for you every time I try to resist you. That's crazy. We can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I want to hear is inner visions on replay and sit right next to you. I try not to show how I feel about you, thinking we should wait. But we don't really want to. I just want to get away and sit right next to you. And there, exactly. And that there was no mention of the way that man looked. There was no inkling to how much money that man had.
No.
There was no.
That's not love.
Exactly.
That's not love. And
when you look at that, that shows you that the music of now does speak to this. But this music is not necessary. I think that this was a hit record, but it's still not pushed to the forefront as a more sexually driven record would have been pushed to the forefront. Something that's more sexually driven and more risque would have been pushed to the forefront. Like, yo,
I agree.
We're selling this because sex sells.
I agree. And in my
I was about to say,
opinion,
how many times you gonna agree?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Hold up. In my opinion, maybe not the popular opinion. A perfect like example of this is what's her name? What's the water girl? Tyler, right? And somebody like Victoria Monet. You know what I'm saying? Victoria Monet being told, I forget what platform it was on or what award show, that she wasn't ready. She was too new versus like a Tyler who they wanted immediately. You know what I'm saying? It was very like, to me, not to discredit her talents. It was sexually driven versus someone who is.
I don't know, because Victoria Monet she's a brilliant writer.
Has been for a while.
Yeah, has been for a while, has credits. But also, a lot of her music is sexually driven as well. But I think that the difference between...
You gotta cut that.
No, I ain't cutting that. They gonna see you. Look stupid as hell. This is the living room, nigga. Niggas do that. But
my slacks, nigga.
The difference between Tyler and Victoria Monet is the fact that we can allow Tyler to get ready in front of everybody.
What you mean?
There's a margin of error because of how young she is. I'm telling you that. I mean, I'm talking about the way the industry works as opposed to like.
That's the industry I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
authenticity. I'm talking about values. I'm talking about morals. You know what I'm saying? Like, love surpasses all. That's the cliche.
I'm glad people know that.
Love surpasses all. So
I know that people don't.
Right. So that means that it don't matter how much sex appeal or whatever. Tyler brought a lot of sex appeal to the industry. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest, that. Did you see
Victoria Monet and
Okay, but bro, do you
No, I'm saying, did you see her and Tiana Taylor's Usher performance?
Okay, that was a tribute to Usher.
Yeah.
But do you acknowledge like the type of songwriter that she is and the experiences that she includes in her records versus Make Me Sweat, Make Me Holler, Water. You know what I'm saying? And again, not to discredit her.
That was a fucking fire record.
It was.
Well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I can't deny a hit when it's a hit, but the comparison is different. You know what I'm saying?
And they try to make it seem like she had ass. I'm sorry to go back to that, but she didn't have ass.
I won't comment on that.
Yeah.
If you,
yeah, I mean, I don't
if you
care.
built like a box, if you feel like you got it, you got it.
Right.
You know
I didn't call you SpongeBob SquarePants.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna support you. If you feel like you got it, who am I? But
all right, let's get back to the record.
you know what I'm saying?
So the record says, "I don't want to kiss you. Yeah, I just want to feel you, feel you." Now, I could do what I normally do and decode these the way I would decode them, but because of the rest of the lyrics in this record, this is not saying I want to feel you in a sexual way. It's like, I don't want to kiss you. I just want to feel your presence. I just want your energy around me. I want you around. And that's another thing. Like, I love the simplicity of this record because the hook, the
Bro,
hook just says,
bro,
"I
come on.
want you around."
How powerful
around.
is it to like just be speaking about wanting to experience? I keep saying that we all are just like human experiences, and quite frankly, I feel like as human beings, we complicate things. Things are not complicated. We complicate things. How powerful is it to just say, like, I want to be around you? You know what I'm saying? That's why that record. That's why outside of like lyricism and being the best vocalist, we talk about it all the time. Just how powerful it
I was
is
about
to
to say,
say,
watch your motherfucking mouth.
I'm gonna show love in the living room. But how powerful is it to say, I just want to be around you?
That's my point.
You know
That's
what I'm
why.
saying?
That's another reason why I chose this record, because it is speaking about love in one of the purest forms. Because wanting to experience a person and not having any other motives, like, I just want to experience you.
That's
I
it.
just want
That's
you
it.
around.
That's it. And I feel like on that, we always relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to, whatever we end up calling it or making it, essentially, I just want to experience you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to experience me in my true form, and I want to experience you in your true form. And if we call that love, we call it love. If we call it a relationship, we call it a relationship. Whatever the case may be, I just feel like that's the truest. You know what I'm saying? That's authenticity. Authenticity, bringing it back to like when R&B started, bubbling up. That's where it was coming from. It was coming from an authentic. Exactly. Now niggas is just, baby, I wanna fuck you, wanna suck you. Essentially, you know what I'm saying?
That shit sell too.
Y'all favorite. Nah.
Yeah, we cutting that up. We
Nah,
cutting that
keep
up.
that on wax.
Yeah, we
You feel
cut
me?
that. We put it.
Dog, keep
Baby,
that
I
on
wanna fuck you.
That's
Baby,
it.
I wanna
I sound like that
fuck
Queese
you.
on that tape. You know what I'm saying?
Look, we don't
But, like,
slander people here.
some of the girls' favorite right now. Let me think about it.
She sounded good. It's not slander if you feel like you sound good.
I'm not a singer. I don't feel like I sound good, but
Let's get back to the record.
Right. I said what I want. Okay. So one of the girls' favorites right now is, what's that toxic nigga? Not Bryson
Brent.
Tiller. Brent. Mr. Fayez. You know what I'm saying?
She put
Mr.
respect on his
Fayez.
name.
Mr. Fayez. Allegedly, all of the girlies were heartbroken because he wants to settle down and, enjoy his baby mama, whatever case may be. Don't fact check me, but I'm just going based on I'm just going based on TikTok. The ideal of love. He wants to experience the ideal of love, experiencing someone outside of the bullshit, bro. Outside of what you can give to me monetarily, what you can provide to me physically. Like, I just want to experience you.
Back
a lot of
to
the girls are
Jacquees.
fucked up about that.
Back to Jacquees. I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit.
Okay.
Because I want you around. And I'd rather have bad times with you than good times with someone else.
Okay.
I'd rather be beside you in a storm than safe and warm by myself.
Yeah.
I'd rather have hard times together.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is about
than
Jacquees. That don't make it believable for me, but
That's not what Jacquees said. This is a Luther Vandross song.
okay.
I'd rather have the one who holds my heart. Wow. The fact that you thought that Jacquees said those things is crazy.
You dated, nigga. Like, shit. I ain't even think about Luther at that point.
Luther is the only person that has that song.
You gonna be. Yeah.
Yep, in love with me. But come through. I think I need you here. I swear it's hard to keep these feelings to myself.
In real life.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. She said in real life, but what's the rest of the lyrics?
My higher ground.
My rocket love,
Fuck gravity. I'd rather stay up here.
but we can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I want to hear is inner visions of when we play and sit right next to you.
Yes.
All these things, right?
None of it describes any like, I need this from you because you have this, or
Nothing was the reason. It's just you, right?
yeah, that's love.
No, that's love. But I'm about to
You better
flip
fuck
you
shit
on
up.
your head, right?
All right, there you go.
This. What does this song sound like? What does it sound like though? Like, it's a beautiful song, but what does it sound like?
That's so crazy. Because playing the devil's advocate, it can sound like obsession. It could sound like
That clingy girl.
yeah.
That be like, oh my God, I just
bro,
left.
Some niggas like that.
I mean, we all like that
You know
for
what I'm
an
saying? Some niggas like that. Nah, bro. Some niggas like that, and they don't want to admit they like that. Some niggas is really like, some people, not just niggas. Some people are really just like, push pull. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to.
It has to be a balance.
It has to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to admit that I really do like this, and there are times where I don't like this, but I don't want you to go away. I want you around.
Listen to the first stanza. I fall for you every time I try to resist you.
Mm-hmm.
And then why you resisting? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you probably know it's no good for you over here.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I think it's a confession.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's a confession. Sometimes it's, especially now, it's hard to really put on wax and black and white how you feel about somebody. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things to think about when you say words to a person. Hopefully you're conscious and you're intentional in the conversation that you're having.
Yeah,
with
I'd be having a problem with that.
You know what I'm saying? But it's so hard to say the real things to a person. I think this is a confession.
But
like,
see,
it don't matter what the fuck you got going on.
do you think it's a
I want
comfortable
you around.
do you think it's a comfortable confession, or do you think it's an uncomfortable space?
This is on wax, bro. It has to be comfortable. If we're in this particular situation, this particular artist, it's
If
on
that
wax.
person that song was about was in the studio,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that she would be able to deliver the same way?
I hope so.
All right, Kodak.
I hope so. I can only hope that people are going back to being like, being self-aware, bro. I hope that you're living in your truth. I hope that you are showing up.
But see, I think that this is coming
as
from
the authentic person that you are, and not maybe you're not. It's only a handful of us.
talk
But
to
that's the
them.
thing.
You keep talking to him. Talk to your camera,
I
nigga.
don't want to look in the camera. I'm shy. I'm shy.
I think that it's hard for people to. I think it's easier for people to put feelings on wax than it is to
You think so?
express feelings to other people. Yes, I do. I think that being a songwriter, a lot of, and being around other songwriters, a lot of songwriters and a lot of people that are creative in creative spaces, they are more likely, or they're in a better or more comfortable space putting this on wax
I feel where you're coming from.
and letting that person hear it at some point.
I feel where you're coming from. But hold up, wait. If you are in a creative process that is, and you're producing something that is going to be shared to the masses, however big the masses is for you, right? Somebody's going to hear this.
Yeah, but see,
Somebody's going to hear this.
I'm okay with everybody hearing it and you speculating. But
it's still that speculation, bro.
no,
if
no,
I know you for real and you write some shit that I know that you've been through, regardless of whoever else is in the room, whoever else hears it.
this is not something that I'm going through. This song is not something that I'm going through. It is something that I'm going through.
As a songwriter, if I know you for real and I know this is something
we can't
that
hear.
resonates with you.
Wait, this is what I'm saying. All right, if as a songwriter, I write a song about how I feel or how you make me feel.
Mm-hmm.
That could be speculated about, right?
Of course.
But because this song doesn't say anything about our situation, it doesn't pin the tail on the donkey. It doesn't say
bro.
you are this person.
Come on. There's another side to that, though.
Tell me.
If I know you for real, and I understand your emotion about me in particular instances, even if you don't choose to address who it was or by name, if I know you for real, I understand.
This could be a
that
gospel
you talking
song.
to me.
This is what I'm saying.
I understand that this is something for real that you've been through.
Yeah, but I could be. See, this. I'm trying not to put myself in a stupid place, right?
All right,
but
yeah, don't do that.
You could feel this way about multiple people. You can feel this way about multiple people, and you can get this shit off. You can get this shit off and be like, "Oh yeah, it's about all y'all."
But it's not though.
Or I used to feel
but
this way.
It's not.
I know, but you don't.
But wait. It's not because me being who I am, my authenticity. You're going to know if I'm talking. Any song that I've ever written, and if you listen to it, you understand what's for you and what's not for you. So you could question it. You could speculate, as you said, but if you know it to be true, you know that it hits different. Right?
But how many people do you think that she has been with that she felt like this about? Almost all of them at one point. It is, bro. Like, just think about the beginning stages of relationships.
Bro, if you felt all of that shit about everyone,
all of what shit? What shit? Hold up. Well, all of what shit?
It's not believable.
She's not saying much.
But now we're going back to.
She's not saying much.
She's not saying.
She's not giving any descriptive.
Saying a whole lot. She's not saying a whole lot.
Right. So I can feel this way about.
Back to authenticity. We can get away. Palm trees, beach view.
Ordinary day.
I haven't seen any palm trees or beach views.
If I live in California,
I haven't seen any palm trees or beach views with X and Y. You could cancel shit out, bro.
It's not a getaway. If we can get away.
Everybody gets away and goes to Miami, goes to the islands, go wherever, bro. Like palm trees and beach views be every fucking where.
No, it don't.
Bro, okay.
You could separate.
I'm just saying,
shit, bro. You could separate.
I'm just saying that this song is a beautiful song. It's amazing, right? And it feels good as well. Pause. This is the thing about this song.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't say, "Derek, I love you."
Of course, no, it doesn't.
Right. So this song is one of the songs that me as a songwriter and me as a toxic nigga, I could tell all my jumps.
I like it too.
I could tell any of the females that I've dealt with. Any of the females that I've dealt with, I could be like,
that's where you separate it. Everybody hasn't been to the palm trees and beach views. You know what I'm saying? You're not that guy. You're not who she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that was for, if it was for, and keep in mind,
as a songwriter,
in the industry, as a songwriter, that could have come from anyone. You know what I'm saying? But for this sake, whoever that was for,
just imagine
they understand.
Just imagine David,
who was for,
who this song was inspired by. David hearing Snow Allegra when Snow, I don't know if Snow wrote this song or not.
David knows.
Just imagine if Snow didn't write the song, but Jasmine wrote the song, and Jasmine wrote it about what I say his name was? David? Or Derek. Whatever. Whoever, fuck. And every time Derek or David hear this song, like, hey, that was me. That was me.
I just feel like that person knows who it is. You know what I'm saying? Whomever it was produced by, whomever it was written for, you in the mix. You in the mix. And there's also the details, bro. Like, come on. You know.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask both of y'all a question. As writers, you pull from a personal experience at some point in time through your do you believe the person that you wrote about, if they heard the record, or if somehow they heard the record, do you believe they know it's them?
I'll say this. I used to write from a very personal space. So personal that as soon as you hear the song, you know who it's about. You know who you are in that space, and everybody else that knows me and knows us knows exactly who I'm writing about. Now, it came to a point where I was listening to these records and like, why these records not hitting? But it was because of the fact that they're so personal to me that they're not digestible for everybody. So, but then I was justifying what I was saying by saying, oh, Drake is talking about niggas in his songs that don't nobody know about, but it's still getting off.
Yeah.
But also,
pick it up.
nigga, you not Drake. So you have to make it palatable for everybody. So I stopped writing from that personal space and started writing from an imaginary space because I want to feel like this. And I know there's a lot of other motherfuckers that want to feel like I want to feel. So I started writing from that standpoint as opposed to writing from a standpoint of how I feel right now.
For me, it's always been from like a cryptic space. You know what I'm saying? If you know me, then you understand. Whenever the record drops or in whatever capacity, if you know I had some type of involvement with it, then you can relate to it because I'm speaking about things that I've like experienced, whatever, regardless to like time frame. But if you know me, then you know that it's real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's for me, it's cryptic. You have to like really follow the music, understand the timeline in order to get it.
I mean, I think that the records that I've written from the space of imaginary, my imagination, I think those records hit a lot different. Like the Fallens, the records like I Think I'm Falling in Love I wrote that song based upon the movie Brown Sugar.
I don't think those records ever, not to say that I've never written those records never like resound with me. No, I can never really relate to them because I'm writing for the sake of writing a record.
But see, they're not going to resound to you. They're not going to resonate with you because there's no real feeling, right? But if you're speaking into existence something that you want, there is going to be a emotion that's evoked in that vocal performance, right?
Agreed.
But it's going to hit other people differently because, and I think that this is why songwriting is so big in R&B music, because a lot of times you're trying to get to that place. Your vocal performance is trying to get to that place.
How do you get to that place if you haven't experienced it?
Because you want to get there. Now we get those records from like the Mary, who Mary wasn't writing these records, right? Like a lot of Mary's
in this dancery.
No, that's absolutely not what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm talking about Mary redoing I'm Going Down.
You don't think Mary was going down at that time? You don't think that was relatable?
Now, I think it was relatable, but at the same time, when you don't write the record, right? And you resonate with the record so well, you can get there.
Yeah.
But
show up.
Yeah, because whether you're going down or not, right? I can feel what the person, like, that was a cover record.
Okay.
So the original is not Mary's version.
Okay.
But it is Mary's version was everybody. A lot of people don't know this, but Luther Vandross, the mass majority of Luther Vandross' catalog came from other people.
If you're taking a record and you can't contribute to that record, this is a whole nother conversation. If you're taking a record and you can't
Go ahead, fuck up
contribute
the
to that
audio.
record,
Fuck
I
it.
know I'm about to
Yeah.
fuck shit up. You can't contribute to that. You can't contribute authenticity to that record. I feel like I can hear that. Me personally, I can. Hear that.
But that's my point. So it's not authenticity that you hear. It's connection. So when you hear the version of A House Is Not a Home before Luther, and then you hear Luther's version.
I only hear Luther version.
Yeah, you only hear Luther's version. A lot of Luther's catalog is Dionne Warwick's catalog before.
Yeah.
So you may not hear it until you hear Luther. Like, for instance, My First Love was a cover from, I forgot who the fuck, can you look it up, bro? Who the fuck did My First Love before Avant and Kiki Wyatt?
Ooh, Kiki. Kiki could just about sing on any fucking thing, and I believe it.
But Kiki has 11 kids, so I think that she's experienced a lot.
That thing is
Thangin'.
For sure. But I get where you coming back. I get where you're coming from, but tying that back to I Want You Around, I still feel like that record just came from a space of true, genuine, like, love. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see who wrote
Regardless to who wrote it, right?
Let's see who wrote it.
Regardless to who wrote it. Regardless to who it's for directly, who it's coming from directly. I feel that came from a space of authenticity.
Snow is the last writer on the list for that.
That's cool.
I mean, not to say that she didn't have anything to do with it, but she's the last writer listed, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 writers on that song, right? Might have been all 7 of them in the room, and they just split the writer's credit.
But the record, overarching, the record to me is speaking on the experience of someone versus the things that I am hearing nowadays on a constant basis that don't necessarily contribute to love. You know what I'm saying? The things that are just like,
I agree.
Yeah, the things that are like materialistic. You know what I'm saying? Not even materialistic, but like the things that
are intangible.
They don't contribute to actually loving someone. You know what I'm saying? That record to me speaks volumes because it's not that I necessarily need anything from you or you need anything from me. I just want that experience.
I agree. And I think that like you just said, right? It comes from a place of intangibles, right? So I'm speaking about the intangible things that you provide for me. You provide me the experience, and you provide me with a feeling of just your presence provides me with a feeling that I enjoy, and I just want that to continue. And if we pushed a lot more of these records to the forefront, maybe society, because regardless of what motherfuckers want to think or want to act like, music is more, it's powerful as fuck, but it's also, it changes the scene for everything. Like, it sets the scene for everything. Like, when music is toxic, relationships become toxic because
music is a universal.
It's a universal language.
I'm telling you, the cliche shit is all of the cliche shit that we feel is cliche. All of them them sayings. Now at my big age, I'm realizing that shit is actually true. Music is the universal language. The shit that we hear is it. Sorry to say this to y'all like this, but it programs us. You know what I'm saying? The shit that we listen to, the shit that we feed ourselves and digest on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? That's a part that becomes a part of who we are. And that's how we carry. That's how we tend to view situations. Yeah.
Before we take this out, pause. Before we leave, right? In closure, right? I'm gonna speak about a couple records, right?
All right. Go ahead. Don't piss me off.
Nah, I'm gonna speak about a couple records that you would listen to, right? And you wouldn't know what the fuck they're about because of the vibe of the record. And we don't have that now.
Okay.
We know the vibe of almost every record. And we know what it's about, regardless, because the lyrics are so upfront in your face. But You're the One for Me by SWV. When in need, you
That
can
could be about
call.
Jesus.
You know what that is?
What?
You know the lyrics?
Yeah.
What's the lyrics?
You're the one. You're the one for me.
I'm not talking about that. This can be an undercover romance.
That sounds like cheating to me.
Like,
but that was authentic.
What your girl don't know won't hurt her, won't hurt her. Anything to make this love go further.
But we're not mistaking that. Damn.
We are saying
not to
you're the one. We're saying we were listening to that.
Even though the words "love" were used in there, right? And it's subjective. I'm not mistaking that for. This is my partner. It's monogamy. We're monogamous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mistaking that record for anything else.
Back then, when we heard that, we only heard "You're the one for me."
That's if you chose to hear that, though.
I mean, I understand that. Like, I'm talking about when we listen to it as youngins, right? The catchy portion of the song is the hook, right?
Okay. Fair.
So when we listen to it, we like, oh, this is love. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the one for me. We ain't talking about the fact that she like, oh, what your girl won't know won't hurt her. Like, yeah, I know you got a girl and all that other type
but
shit.
But we do have to talk about that
though.
We have to dissect the song in its entirety. We have to
Saving All My Love for You.
Whole song.
Saving All My Love for You.
Okay.
The same way.
All right.
Like, saving all my love for you. But then we got to listen to A Few Stolen Moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need you there. So I tried to resist being last on your list, but no other man would do. So I'm saving all my love for you.
So let me go back into the earlier portion of the conversation and say that there are songs back in the time that I feel truly resonate with love and experience someone more than I feel like it does today.
But I feel like even those records describe the feeling that person had. Like, dog, A Few Stolen Moments is all that we share. You've got your family and they need you there.
Though?
Yes, just because you don't love her the same way that she loves you, that don't mean it. That doesn't invalidate her love.
Okay.
And she didn't say that I'm so in love with you. She did within the record. She did within
this goes deeper. We could keep going, bro, because what is your ideal of love? Is it one-sided? Is it a partnership? You know what I'm saying? Like that. I mean, it's subjective, bro.
I did a episode with Lord Queso, right?
Shout out to
and
Queso.
The record that we did was Overjoyed, which is by Stevie Wonder. And that record was over time I've been building this castle of love just for two. And all at that record, he's like, you would feel the same way if you pretty much allowed yourself to. And even to and maybe one day you'll someday see you too might be overjoyed over love over me. Like, that record is a one-sided love. Love is not. Love is all those things. It's one-sided. Sometimes it's two-sided. Like, it's, I mean, not two-sided, but it's mutual sometimes. But it's not always the same. But going back to this record to get up out of here, this is what we don't know the other side for this song, but this is what it's supposed to feel like. And when we get to
what I want my love to feel like.
I also want it to be mutual though. Just as much as you want me around, I want to want you around.
For sure.
So for everybody out here right now, we talked about self-love, and I say this all the time. I want everybody to love. Like, I want everybody to experience love. But I want you to experience self-love to know if the motherfucker love you back or not.
At the highest capacity.
Yeah.
At the highest capacity, love yourself.
Because the number 7 wants you to be self-aware.
I do.
And once you didn't know.
Be very. I feel like you should be able to bring your full self and know your full self and be completely self-aware before you start to.
I feel like love is
partner with someone else.
But I also feel like love is delusion to a certain extent.
Oh damn, that's another show.
I mean, it's not another show, but I think that love, you have to love somebody to a point where you're kind of like delusional to an extent, because you have to love someone like hurt isn't a part of it. In order to truly,
I disagree. You need to love someone like you know it's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that's my point. That's what I'm saying. You have to love someone, or you have to love with kind of like the delusion of hurt not being a part of it. So like if you go into love,
you're saying delusion, I'm saying know that shit.
Yeah, but see what you're saying, know that shit. And when you know that shit, it's gonna stop you from doing certain things. So that's my point. You have to be delusional enough to know that this shit might hurt. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, like, you have to know that this shit might hurt at some point. But at the same time, you have to be delusional enough to continue to move forward. Because who the fuck knows the stove is hot and still puts their hand on it?
Kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Inexperienced motherfuckers.
So with the experience
Whoa. Whoa.
All right, and with that being said, my name is Love, and tonight I've been in the living room with iNFY.
You already
and
know. You gotta get burned.
No, you don't. Hey, you know what? Till next time. I love y'all.
It's hard to find love.